I want to take you back a bit now. Can you just talk a little bit about how you found out who your donor was?
I just left people to their own avails. If they so chose to try to be a match, of course, the first step was always get your blood checked to see what type you are. And some people just, of course, they didn't know their blood type. And the same thing, I agree with that, because had somebody asked me 4 or 5 years ago, which blood type, I would have said red. I didn't know, it didn't matter. But now I know. And so as time went on, people would tell me they were going to try. And either they were wrong blood type or for whatever reason they didn't make it. They washed out somewhere along the line. But when it came time for the call, I knew there was 2 people very close to the end of that journey to become a donor. It was Scott and a lady. So I didn't know which one it was, because the lady from St. Paul said it's up to the donor to contact you or not. So I didn't know. Scott didn't phone us for a few days. He said, oh, by the way, it's me. So we had communicated over time about how he was doing in the process until I knew he was close to the end to find out that he would be a viable match.
Can you talk about what that call was like when you talked to Scott?
That feels like, again, you're humbled by it. And I tell people, I've said it many, many times, it's a gift of life, and it's a gift for life. He's my forever friend now. We're political friends anyway, but it just changed the whole concept of our relationship when he decided to say, I'm a O positive and I can donate to you.
So he feels like family.
Does. He became family. We share an organ now. Well, actually, he shares it, not me.
So you were describing a very special ceremony that took place earlier. We're going to call it the airport event. Can you talk a little bit about that?
The community knew the departure date and the time. So there was people invited to the send-off, shall we say, that I had invited and Scott had invited. And it turned out to be a very large send-off. My nephrologist was there, and Sharon, obviously, but also my social worker. People that were, helped me through my journey. I mean, the nephrologist saved my life in the beginning. And then I said at the ceremony that the social worker saved my head. But what the community did was the council members wrapped us in blankets. They called it to blanket us. And then there was a song sang for us to send us off in a good way. But the blanketing is so the ancestors would look after us through our journey. The song was from Squamish. My nephew sang it. And but there was the blanket and a feather. We were each given an eagle feather, beaded eagle feather from each one of the council members, because eagles are a sign of strength, correct? So it was the whole ceremony was done in a circle. And again, the circle just signifies there's nobody's in front, nobody's behind. We all face in. And when the work is done, that's what we call it, we just accepted all of the gratitude from the community members.
I think I had tears running down my eyes, because you don't realize how blessed you are with friends until something like that happens. And the people that did, I knew that there was going to be more people there than Michael knew, because I'd heard that there was going to be some extra people there. I didn't realize there was going to be as many people there as there were. So it was really just to know that you've got that many friends that you can call on for help or support or whatever you need. It's just a blessing.
So I understand that nobody else was on the plane. So talk about that. What did that mean?
When I booked, because we found out that Scott was going on HQ Air, and he had booked his flight for that day. So I said, Sharon, we should go on the same flight. So I booked 2 seats. And then I just happened to see that the young lady that took the call was, I said, just so Tara knows, I said, this is a kidney flight. I said, Scott Harrison, who was on the flight, well, I know that. That's where we're going. He's the donor. and I am the recipient of his kidney. And Sharon is going to look after me in Vancouver. So I was contacted again the next day, and I was told that the plane is ours. It's nobody else is going to go on it. It's your flight to Vancouver for the three of you. Kidney flight. This is all done for no exposure to anybody else, for COVID safety. She booked the whole flight. Well, no more bookings that day for that particular flight, and she was more than happy to get us there. We got to South Terminal, and they had a little shuttle van, and they took us straight from South Terminal to our hotel downtown.
Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by Kidney Plugged In. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, don't kidney around. Hit that subscribe button right now. It helps us out a ton. If you want to check out the next part in the series, click here. If you'd like to watch other inspiring and heartwarming patient stories, well then slide on over here. Cheers, and we'll see you next time on Kidney Plugged In.